Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry there's been a little bit of delay in the videos. I actually had some stuff with Will. We took out the GT4 and the Boxster, and I just got strictly wind noise. I had never filmed in that car before, had the top down, and I thought by putting the windows up it would be all right. But I guess I really do need an external microphone to kind of slip between the seats like Will does. So hopefully we'll get one of those in the future, but right now that video will not be coming out, unfortunately. So today we're in the DelSol. We've been getting a lot of rain here in Massachusetts the past 2 weeks, and I discovered that I have a new leak. Usually it leaks up from behind the seats, sometimes over here. But today we found out that it is leaking behind the glove box. You can see some water back there and onto the floor. And it's just, let's see if this even, yeah, you can pick that up on camera. That's pretty accurate. There's quite literally a puddle on the floor. This mat's gotten pretty heavy. So it's quite an issue. Turns out what happens is, if you, there's almost like an air duct behind the glove box, and it's located on the outside underneath the windshield wiper cowl, and it's designed to let airflow in to the interior, get you some fresh air. However, when it gets clogged up with leaves and everything like that, it floods, and then it doesn't let the water run through the channels properly, and it just drips onto the floor. So now I have to put a new carpet in it. But today we're going to take the carpet out because I want to pull the carpet first, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do both, the cowl and the carpet. Today we're just pulling the carpet out. So there's not a lot of videos like this on the internet. This will be helpful for you. Pulling the carpet out, and then we're going to address the cowl in another video, because I want to monitor the floor. I figure if it's dripping onto a metal floor, that's fine. I can at least dry that up, and then I will replace the carpet later with something that I think is actually going to be pretty nice. I think it's gonna look pretty good. So let's get right into it. I gotta pull these seats out. All right, so first things first, you're gonna want to take the seats out, in my opinion, and you're gonna have to get this bolt. There's a bolt over there, and there's also two on the back. You got to pull those out. They're both 12 millimeters. I want to pull those out. So once you have those out, you got these two back here. I did notice that the one on the back right is actually a little bit longer than the other ones, a little bit bigger. So just keep that in mind. This is my first time doing anything like this. I've never pulled an interior out of anything. So this is new for me. This is interesting. And I really have no idea what to expect, because I'm like slowly getting in here and being like, oh yeah, I got to take the seat belts out too. Like, I have never done anything like this. So just kind of going at it one step at a time, and hopefully everything goes smoothly. But you can see back here too, aside from the trash that I have here on the floor, this is wet back here too. So everything is soaked. We're going to discover and uncover quite a bit here today, because if the floor is in real bad shape, the DelSol might be finding a new home, because from underneath it looks fine, but if it's in rough shape, this is not going to be good. So I'm kind of uncovering a few things while we do this too, and either way I'm gonna have to replace the carpet. Like, there's no way around that. But if that's the least of my worries, I guess it's not too bad. But yeah, let's get into it. Also, I didn't realize there's also a cable underneath here that's like plugged into the seat. So I don't know what that's powering, but I'm gonna have to pull that out. So just as another little reminder. And honestly, it's a DelSol. Just take the roof off. Just take it off, because it's easier to pull everything out. All right, so now that the driver's side is completely out, I don't think the passenger side has one of these cables. It was linked to the seatbelt, so I think that's just for the like the reminder to put it on. I don't think the passenger side has one, but we will find out. And yeah, I'm gonna pull this out, and then we'll get started on like the plastics and stuff. All right, so both the seats are out. This thing could definitely have used a cleaning underneath, I guess. I'm gonna pull out the seat belt first. I'm gonna do this one. I'll figure out what that is, and I'll tell you what size that is. And then we're gonna get started on the center console and stuff like that. There's some screws, 1, 2, I'm missing that one, same on the other side, and 3. And that should pop right out. And then I think from that point, we just pull out the backs, and I think the carpet comes right out. It's not a particularly difficult interior to pull apart. Oh, I might have to pull this stuff out a little bit too, but that you'll figure that out too. So I'm gonna find out what these seat belts are, and I'm gonna get started on that, and then let's go from there. All right, so these right here are 14. Honestly, they're on there pretty good. So I just grabbed the bar from my jack and put it on the end, just to give myself like a little extra leverage. I mean, why work that hard if you don't have to, right? So use that bar if you need it. That seems to be the best thing I can offer at this point, because again, they are on there pretty good. And it's not a great angle to get in here. Like for these down here and everything like that, it's a very awkward angle. Not a lot of room to actually move the wrench around. So that's why it's good to, you know, reinvent new ideas, I guess. So I'm gonna pull this one out, and I think I said it was a 14, but if I didn't say it's 14, it's a 14. All right, so I lied to you. It turns out that side is, the driver's side is a 14, and the passenger side is a 17. Honda, it would have been really nice if you made them both 17s, because I have an impact gun and a 17mm socket that fits it. So it would have been great if you just done it for all of them, but I see where you just wanted to make it worse for everybody, and that's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna pull this one out now. So I brought my man Howie out. He was feeling a little alone on the inside. How you doing, friend? Oh, he's a nice boy. He's just hanging out, watching people drive by. Yeah. He's not gonna, he's you know, he's not really like helped me turn wrench or anything, you know, but he's good company, I suppose. All right, so we did that, and let's see here. So we're gonna take these screws out, that screw, that screw, that screw, and then the same on the other side. So let's get the ball rolling on that. All right, so once that's out, there is this cable in the middle. There's also a screw inside the glove box that I didn't see at first, and that was holding it down pretty snug. So now that that's out, we can pull this, which, oh, I gotta take the shift knob off, which is, Will had that so nicely placed. I really hate to have to take it off and redo it, but I guess that's what you gotta do when you pull an interior out. So I'm starting to really like this. I just kind of like walk through the car. Not gonna lie, it's kind of fun. So, oh look, my lit CD. Yep, that didn't, you'd be surprised, that did not come with this car. Even though it's straight out of 94, that did not come with the car. I got that separately, and it scratched in numerous places, and really only plays the first 3 songs. But yeah, it's a good CD. Actually, I recommend picking it up or listen to it on Spotify or something. That lit album, pretty good. So it turns out Will used the jaws of, no, not the jaws of life, but I don't know what he used to get this shift knob on, because it's on there pretty good. You know, I usually don't have a problem getting a shift knob off. It doesn't want to come off, and I don't seem to have the right wrench size, and adjustable is not doing the trick to get this lock nut off. So I'm just gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna cut this centerpiece, because I'm not reusing the carpet. If you're planning on reusing the carpet when you pull it out just to like clean it or something, you know, I probably would avoid, you know, cutting it. But for what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna pull it out and cut it, because I think it's just gonna be easier in the long run just to do it this way, because I don't feel like dealing with this all day. It's, again, I'm not saving the carpet. I think it's kind of beyond that, and I just don't feel like dealing with it. So I'm just gonna cut it, and we will get back to that in a minute, and then I will start pulling the back apart, because I think once this front piece is out, I do have to do that pedal down there, if you can see that, the dead pedal over there in the corner, that's gonna have to be unbolted. So we're gonna figure this all out as we go, but yeah, I'm gonna get on that, and then I'm actually gonna feed this little man over here, and then we're gonna come back out and work on it. So catch you in a minute. All right, so there are 2 screws in here and 2 screws in here, and then you got to do these ones on each side, and I'm pretty sure it's just gonna pop out. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure. And I went a little ahead of myself, and yeah, you can see the water buildup down here. There's quite a bit. I got a little ahead of myself and started pulling this out. Floor looks okay, from what I can see. Actually, back there does not look very good at all. That could be a problem. That could be a bit of an issue. So yeah, let's get back to this, and we'll check out the other side too. But at least now I can soak the water up, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I really wasn't planning on doing this ever. Well, not ever. I did want to replace the carpet eventually, but I wasn't planning on doing it like this soon. I wasn't planning on the rug being stinky and crappy and gross. So yeah, let's figure it out. Let's figure out what we got to do here. All right, I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I did not picture us getting this deep into it today. Yeah, the whole thing is torn apart. I kind of thought like you might pull this back up a little bit and the bottom would slide out. It's really getting torn here. It's not a lot of work. This just has like pull tabs on it. You have to take this middle piece off here from the top to get the storage compartments out. So keep that in mind. It will have to come out. Basically, you just pull them. Well, it's out. A lot of water buildup over here. I gotta dry it up. A little bit over here on the driver's side. That's definitely been like that for a while. I don't really know what to expect as far as like getting this replaced. I mean, there's a little bit of like crustiness over here, and that's definitely from, it's not on the underside of the floor because I've been under the car many times and looked over here and it hasn't been an issue. So I don't know if that's just something that like I can like seal up or whatever and like prevent. I don't know enough about like rust repair. I might try to just like coat this whole floor, to be honest, in like bed liner. I might just do that or whatever. That there's like another kind of stuff you can put on that's like that works. Yeah, this is pretty much it. I'm gonna get started cleaning it and just kind of get as much done as I can. I'll probably reassemble at least the rear today because this car is just gonna get driven without an interior, basically. Like that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put or without a carpet, I should say. It's still gonna have a full interior, but it's just not gonna have a carpet, which isn't like a big deal, but it's just the best I can do for now because I gotta make sure that it's not leaking anywhere before I move into putting in a new rug. So kind of waiting on that to you know, I don't even know what I'm saying here. I'm just getting lost, and I just can't believe the whole thing is out, and it's honestly pretty disgusting. So I really need to like vacuum this and clean it and get it looking nice. But yeah, that's how to do it. That's how to pull the interior out for the most part. There was a little bit of like me just kind of tugging on it. You know, I didn't really take like the centerpiece out properly, stuff like that. Like I just kind of tugged on it. I didn't really pull this stuff out properly. Just kind of tugged on it because I'm not keeping the rug. So I just kind of like went with it. But if you're gonna keep the rug, then obviously be a little more gentle with it. By the gas door lever, there's a screw in there. Grab that. I couldn't get it out at first. I didn't know there was like a inset screw, so you gotta get that out. Other than that, I mean, it's a pretty simple removal. There's really not much to it, and I'm hoping this video was helpful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I will catch you in the next one. See you later.